Here are 4 exercises to open up your hips. For this class, you're just going to need a glute band and a yoga block. Let's get started. We're going to start on our hands and knees. We're going to straighten one leg back behind us, and then make sure this knee is straight underneath your hip. From there, you're going to swing that ankle in as far as you can, thinking about rotating that thigh as much as you can. Once you've hit your limit, you're going to then place that opposite knee right behind the ankle and kind of hold it in that figure 4 stretch. If this feels good enough of a stretch, you can sit here for a few deep breaths. If you want to kind of enhance the stretch even more, we're going to just tuck and untuck that pelvis on that rotated femur. Kind of feel that stretch through the glute and the hip here. And we're just going to, sit here for a few deep breaths. Again, you can just sit in the stretch, or you can add in those pelvic tilts here. Nice and slow and easy. If you feel as you are breathing through this, you can go deeper into the stretch. You're keeping your knee under your hip, but then you're bringing that ankle forward. Making sure that knee is not coming forward with it. So the knee stays under the hip, ankle is coming forward a little bit more. Good, just a few more here. Nice, and let's switch sides. Shake that off, come on to the other side. Make sure that knee is underneath the hip. Straighten the opposite leg. Let's swing that ankle in. Place that knee underneath or behind. And let's, again, find that stretch. You can do that breathing, or you can add the pelvic tucks. Nice deep breaths here. Make sure you're feeling that stretch all through the hip and the back of the glute there. Nice, few more. Awesome, and rest. From there, we're going to go to a 90-90 position. Let's start with our right leg forward, left leg back. 90-90 position, we're going to make sure that knee is coming out straight from the hip and make that 90-degree angle. Same thing with that back leg. Since we're not working this back leg, if you feel really tight and kind of your hips cranky in this position, you can move that knee a bit forward and let that hip relax. We are focusing on that front right hip though. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and then without curving over, we're going to just try to lean forward. It's like you're trying to bring that belly button over the knee, and just come forward as much as you can until you find a good stretch through that right hip. Once you find that stretch, let's take 3 deep breaths. Big inhales, big exhales. As you're exhaling, again, if you can come down further into the stretch, that's fine. Again, make sure we're not slouching like this. We're up nice and tall through the spine there. Good. We have 2 efforts here, or 2 rounds. First effort is going to be driving that ankle and that foot down into the ground. So when you're driving your foot down into the ground, I want you to think you're trying to break your foot through the ground and make this kind of motion. So it's like you're trying to swing your hip out of the position. Let's just start with that effort. We're going to take a deep breath in. I want you to squeeze your leg as hard as you can. Squeeze your body. Now let's drive that foot down into the ground. Foot and ankle driving down. I want you to really try to focus on that hip and drive that foot from that hip there. Good. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we're going to think about doing the opposite. So now we're going to think about now this thigh is rotating towards the ground. So think about you have a sticker right here on the top of your thigh and you're trying to get that sticker to the floor. You can place your hand on your knee if you need for that first effort. And while you're trying to rotate that thigh, your foot and ankle is trying to lift. Good. We'll take a deep breath in and rotate that thigh to the floor. Try to lift that foot and ankle up. If you can't get a lift off, that's okay. Again, use your hand to kind of rotate your thigh to get that motion. Good. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Relax. We're going to just do that one more time. If that felt too easy and you got a pretty good lift off, come forward a little bit more. If you felt that was very hard, try to come back a little bit. Good. One more effort. Big breath in. Squeeze that leg. Drive that foot and ankle down into the ground. Really squeeze from your hip. Again, think about this motion if you can. Good. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and release. And big breath in. And rotate now that thigh to the floor. Lift that foot and ankle up. Really squeeze from your hip. Good. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. That's a hard one. If you didn't get that lift off, that's okay. Keep working on it each week. Let's switch sides here. Bring the other leg forward. Again, if this hip is cranky in the back, just bring that knee forward. Let's start off with finding that stretch again. So up nice and tall. Walk the hands and body forward over that leg. Find that stretch now in the left hip here. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Again, we're going to do 2 rounds of those 2 efforts each. Let's go 1 more deep breath. Awesome. And starting that first upper here. Big breath in. Squeeze this left leg now. Drive that foot and ankle down into the floor. Good. Keep holding. Keep driving down. Squeeze from now that left hip. Drive from there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. We're thinking about a skewer going through our knee and our thigh is rotating on it. So think about, again, that sticker here, and our thigh is trying to rotate down towards the ground. Let's squeeze again. You need lots of tension. Big breath in and rotate that thigh to try to get that ankle and foot lifted up. It's coming all from that hip though. That femur is rotating in our hip to get this lift off. Keep squeezing. 3, 2, and release. Good. 1 more round. Again, if you got to lift off, you can come forward, make it a little bit more challenging. If you're still working up here, no worries. Big breath in, last round, and drive that foot and ankle down into the ground. Again, think about this motion. Good, let's go. 3, 2, release, and last one. Big breath in, go right to it, and rotate that hip, rotate that thigh. Good, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. 3, 2, and release. Awesome. That's a tough one. We're going to move on to some internal rotation through our hips here. Grab your glute band. If you don't have one of these, then it's fine. You can do it without. We're going to place that around the ankles, and then let's grab our yoga block, or really a pillow, foam roller, water bottle, anything that can just kind of squeeze in between the knees. From there, we're going to lay on our back. Bring those hips right over those, our knees right over those hips. Again, squeezing that yoga block, and then we're going to go internal rotation here. What we're going to do is 10 reps. We're going to rotate those feet out, hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring those feet back together. Good. And again, big breath in, squeeze. Rotate those feet apart. Good. Hold. Slowly back together. Good. Again, in this motion, we're thinking about now the stickers on the top of our thighs are rotating in towards the block. So we're internally rotating through the hips. And again, rep 3. Rotate out as far as you can. Fight forward against that band. And slowly back together. Good. 4. Rotate out. Good. Hold. Should be burning through the hips. Back together. Good. And again, rotate out as far as you can. It's going to get tougher as the reps go on. Bring those feet slowly back together. 5 more. Halfway. Rotate out. Good. Slowly back together. Hold out there. It's like you're trying to drive your ankles out into that band. Back together. Good. Last 3. 8. Good. 9. Hold, hold, hold. And last one. Rotate out. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And back together. Good. Remove that block and band. We can throw those off to the side. If you're near a wall, grab onto it for some balance, or you can grab a pole. Or if you want to work on some balance, you can just use without. We're going to finish this 4th exercise with just a hip movement here. So we're going to just swing that hip through its full range of motion. So let's lift that right knee up. We're going to rotate that thigh out, bringing that ankle up like that first movement. Hold in there. We're going to swing that knee open like a book. Now that second movement, the banded, what we just did, we're going to rotate that thigh forward now. Back the ankle comes to the sky, and then kick that leg and sweep it back behind. Good. Let's just do 2 more. Lift the knee. Rotate thigh out, ankle comes up, open the knee like a book, rotate that thigh forward, back of the ankle comes to the sky, kick and back. 1 more, lift, externally rotate, open up, internally rotate, good, kick back and around. Awesome. 3 on this side. Lift the leg. Rotate that thigh out inside the ankle towards the sky. Open your leg. Thigh rotates forward, back outside of the ankle towards the sky now. Kick back and around. Awesome. Taking that hip again through its full range of motion. Sometimes it's good to start the class off with these movements and then finish the class and see how your hips feel going through that motion. See if they've opened up a little bit more, if they feel, they're going to feel tired after those exercises as well. Awesome. Those are 4 exercises to help open up your hip mobility. Hope you enjoyed. Try to get that class done once a week and your hips will thank you.